Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
As a husband, father, and professional football player, life has me going in different directions. Consistency is key, and that's why I bank with Rely Bank. Whether I'm keeping my...
I'm always a winner.
This is David and Goliath. View me as a fly, smaller name horizon, but there's so many rifles. My son's in a body that can take half of those bodies and make a block. I'm on top of the deck, just to look a giant dead in his head. I break, I fall, I crawl. I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. Been the rain through my era, so even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive.
As a husband, father, and professional football player, life has me going in different directions. Consistency is key, and that's why I bank with Rely Bank. Whether I'm keeping my body right, traveling to youth camps or community service projects, enjoying precious time with my family, or flying across the country during the season, I have the security of knowing I can bank on the go 24/7 with Rely Bank, which is especially nice when I need to get the necessities.
Game time.
Rely Bank, a brighter banking experience since 1920. Member FDIC.
All the stars have aligned, it's our time to shine. Yeah, this is our moment. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Are you ready? Get ready.
Are you ready for it?
Are you ready for your life to change? Are you ready for what it takes? Make the break, creates the chosen. The moment is now, the time is golden. Dedication mixed with focus. No circus or hocus pocus. No joke when it comes to greatness. It's your moment, you just gotta take it. Go time. Can't stop. Are you ready? This is the time.
Welcome to the South Dakota High School Sports Awards. Please welcome to the stage Marilyn Birkland, Sales Director for the Argus Leader.
Good evening, South Dakota. My name is Marilyn Birkland, and I'm the Regional Sales Director for the Argus Leader. We are absolutely thrilled to have so many people in the room tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of over 260 of our most outstanding student athletes from the South Dakota area. Athletes, just by being here proves that you've put in the countless hours of hard work and made many sacrifices. And for that, we congratulate you on a job well done. And parents, can I ask every parent and loved one of an athlete being honored tonight to stand? Think for a moment about the very first sport your child participated in. Remember driving them to their first practice, and since then the countless other times that you chauffeured, cheered, consoled, or encouraged your child. All those sacrifices you made on behalf of these athletes have paid off. So congratulations to you as well. This is also your night. And not to be overlooked, will every coach and athletic director in the audience please stand? These athletes have been successful in their sport and in life thanks to your leadership and mentorship. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. The Argus Leader is the premier source for high school sports coverage in the South Dakota area, and this event is really a celebration of what our reporters do each and every day. The stories that come from the fields and the courts help shape our community, and high school sports is something we all recognize, know, and love. Before we proceed with tonight, I want to take a moment to thank all of our event sponsors. This event would not be possible without them, as their support allows us to provide all the student athletes free tickets to tonight's show. We are so happy and grateful for them. Their investment allows this event to be a night to remember for so many families in our community. So help me show our appreciation to them with a big thank you to our partner sponsor, Avera Orthopedics, and our supporting sponsors, First Premier Bank, Midco Sports, Relia Bank, Shields, and USAF Special Warfare Recruiting. They all stepped up to make tonight possible. Thank you, sponsors. All of us at the Argus Leader are proud to partner with these fine community institutions, and the next time you have the opportunity to thank members of these businesses, please do so. Now, please join me one more time in thanking all of the businesses who helped make this event possible. Tonight's event is truly a tribute to the joy and the trials of all that makes up high school athletics. Tonight we will recognize over 260 student athletes from the South Dakota area, from 181 schools in 24 sports. You have run, hit, jumped, thrown, spiked, served, or pitched your way into the record books, onto the pages of your hometown websites, social feeds, and newspapers, and of course, most importantly, into the hearts and minds of your community. At this time, we would like all of the student athletes to stand and be recognized. All right, just a few housekeeping notes before we get started. Photos and a recording from tonight's event will be published on argusleader.com. Please tag all of your photos, posts, and stories on social media using hashtag South Dakota HSSA, and tag us at High School Sports Awards. One lucky person tonight who posts this evening using those tags will win an autographed item from our special guest. We'll announce that winner at the end of the night, so happy posting. If you are announced as the award winner, please make your way to the stage to accept your award. Please enter the stage from the ramp on my right, your left, pause up here for a photo, and then exit stage left. We will start with our Player of the Year awards, hear from our guest speaker, and we will conclude with the top awards of the night, including Boys and Girls Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, and also some very special awards. I would now like to introduce our MC for the evening, Ryan O'Leary, Content Manager for USA Today Ventures. All right, Ryan, let's give out some awards.
How we doing? We ready to have some fun tonight? How we doing? All right. Thank you, Marilyn. Marilyn killed it. We do events like this across the country, just straight up. I have never seen this many athletes in attendance. So, South Dakota, I'm fired up. Good for you. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Now, I'd like to reiterate, I mean, this is awesome. We have members of the community supporters, all the athletes are here, family members, coaches, ADs, of course the athletes. Like, this is a special night. Let's enjoy it. I'm honored to be here. My first time in South Dakota. I'm fired up, ready to help recognize all the top athletes in the state. We're gonna start doing that just in a second, but to help me hand out awards, please welcome to the stage high school sports reporter, Michael McCleary. All right, that's enough of that. Let's start announcing some winners right now. Let's go. We're gonna start tonight with the awards in baseball. Will the award nominees in baseballs please stand? And the baseball player of the year is Ben Ersfeld from Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School. Ben Ersfeld was dominant both on the mound and in the field for the Rough Riders this year. In just 63 at-bats, Ersfeld collected 21 hits while driving in 18 runs. He barely struck out, drawing 15 walks at the plate to his 7 strikeouts. But his true dominance showed up on the mound. He pitched 34 innings. He was a perfect 7-0, earning a winning decision every game he appeared in. He walked 17 batters and struck out 52 while maintaining an earned run average of .618 throughout the season. Congratulations, Ben. Next up, we'll have the Girls and Boys Player of the Year in basketball, presented by Shields. Will all the award nominees in basketball, boys and girls, please stand? And the Girls Basketball Player of the Year is Jakalenga Muenantanda of Washington High School. And the Boys Basketball Player of the Year is Kaylin Gary of DeSmet High School. Muenantanda's size and skill made her perhaps the best girls basketball player in South Dakota on either end of the floor. She averaged 18.7 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, and 1.26 steals in her senior season. After entering the year ranked as the number 34 player in the class of 2022, she will start her college basketball career this winter at Texas. Congratulations, Jakalenga. She's not here tonight, but she might be watching a live stream somewhere. Let her hear it, let her hear it. Kaylin Gary followed explosive plays with explosive performances all throughout the basketball season. The South Dakota State signee averaged 19 points and 6.6 rebounds, including a 35-point performance against nationally ranked Dream City Christian. Gary's DeSmet team won a Class B boys state championship, falling just short of an undefeated season. Congratulations to Kaylin. We'll accept that award on Kaylin's behalf as well. We'll move on. Up next, we're recognizing the top performing cheerleading team. So if you're a member of one of the teams nominated for the cheerleading team of the year, please stand up. And the cheerleading team of the year is the Sioux Valley High School cheerleading team. Come on up. Come on up if you're in the crowd. Sioux Valley continued its dominance in Class A cheer with its 15th straight state title this year. Wow. The Cossacks finished the competition with 283.5 points, topping Dakota Valley by almost 70. They have won every state title since the competition began in 2007. Congratulations to the cheer team of the year. All right, so it's time to present the top boys and girls cross country athletes. Will all the award nominees in cross country please stand? And the girls' cross-country runner of the year is Aaliyah Hardy of O'Gorman High School. And the boys' cross-country runner of the year is Sawyer Clarkson of Belfouche High School. Aaliyah Hardy overcame a concussion she sustained in the Metro Conference meet to win the Class 2A state championship race with a time 10 seconds faster than the runner-up. It was the senior's third straight state title for the Knights. In November, Hardy signed her national letter of intent and will run cross-country at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, joining at least 2 more South Dakota runners in the Huskers 2022 recruiting class. Congratulations, Aaliyah. Sawyer Clarkson didn't lose a race in his junior season, finishing with a time of 15 minutes, 27 seconds to win a Class A state title in the final race of the year. In pursuit of a sub-15-minute time in the 5,000-meter race, Clarkson's time shattered the course record at the Yankton Trail Park in Sioux Falls. Belfouche finished number 4 in the state Class A championship meet, thanks in part to Clarkson's efforts. Congratulations, Sawyer. We'll also accept that on Sawyer's behalf. We're moving on. Next up, we'll be recognizing the top performing dance team. So if you're a member of one of the teams nominated for Dance Team of the Year, please stand for us. And the Dance Team of the Year is the Dakota Valley High School Dance Team. Come on up if you're on that team. Dakota Valley's dance team has been simply dominant since 2010. The Panthers have won every Class A state title since that year, and 2021 marked their 12th straight as the Panthers edged Rutherford by just 1.5 points for the South Dakota Class A dance title. Congratulations to the Dance Team of the Year. All right, now it's time for the Players of the Year in football. Will all the award nominees for offensive and defensive football please stand? The Defensive Football Player of the Year is David Alpers III of O'Gorman High School. And the Offensive Football Player of the Year is Jacob Knuth of Harrisburg High School. David Alpers III was a dangerous presence on both sides of the ball for O'Gorman en route to the Class 11-3A state semifinal appearance for the Knights. The defensive end was second on the team with tackles with 59. He also forced 9 fumbles. In his career with the Knights, he had 102 tackles, 39 of them for loss. A 2-time All-Metro selection who also played tight end for the Knights, Alpers has verbally committed to play football for South Dakota State. Congratulations, David. Jacob Knuth led Harrisburg to the first Class 11-3A football state title in the Tigers' history. He has split time as a Harrisburg quarterback since his sophomore year, becoming the full-time starter in his junior season. Harrisburg went undefeated in Knuth's last year as the Argus Leader Elite 45 captain, established himself as one of the best football players in South Dakota history. Knuth has committed to play quarterback at Minnesota next season. Congratulations, Jacob. I think his coach is here to accept the award. Do I have that right? All right, thanks, Coach. We appreciate you. Congrats. Congrats. Yeah. You can get your picture taken for Jake, right? And now for the awards in golf. Will all the award nominees in golf please stand? The Girls Golfer of the Year is Reese Jansa of Harrisburg High School. And the boys golfer of the year is Jake Olson of Watertown High School. In early June, Reese Jansa came back from 5 shots down to win the Class 2A individual state championship by 3 strokes. She owns a South Dakota State Tournament record of -8 last year. In her efforts this year, helped the Tigers win a Class 2A golf team championship. Jansa has signed to play golf at the University of Toledo and is also currently playing in a national championship tournament, so she couldn't be here with us tonight. So her dad, I think, is here to accept on her behalf. Congratulations again to Reese. Maybe Dad's at that tournament. I don't know, maybe Dad's at the tournament. Oh, here comes Dad, all right. Okay, Dad's up in the top row. Yeah, that's great. That's too far back. That's hustle we can all appreciate, right? That was great. Jake Olson is the only competitor in all of South Dakota golf this year to shoot under par in the state meet. He shot 142 across the 2 days, finishing off a Class 2A individual state championship season with a -2, winning the championship by 3 strokes. With 2 years left to build upon his individual championship, his finish in 2021 helped Watertown establish itself as a top 3 Class 2A golf program in the state. Congratulations to Jake. Right. Now let's move on to the award in gymnastics. Will all of the award nominees for Gymnast of the Year please stand? And the Gymnast of the Year is Maeve Bodel of O'Gorman High School. This year was Maeve Bodel's first year as a high school gymnast, and the junior started off her high school career strong. The eventual Class 2A state champion scored a 39.183 in the all-around scoring, that's out of 40, at the state meet, just months after breaking the night's all-around school record with a score of 38.975. Bodel and teammates went on to win the team gymnastics title at the Class 2A state gymnastics meets. Congratulations to Maeve. Let's meet the players of the year in hockey. Will all the award nominees please stand? All right. The girls hockey player of the year is Kelsey Amick of Mitchell. And the boys hockey player of the year is Dawson Worth of Rapid City. Kelsey Amick was captain of the Mitchell Marlins girls this season and a true leader with 58 points in the South Dakota Amateur Hockey League, which included 30 goals and 28 assists. Amick was part of the girls' 19U Tier 2 team that placed 3rd at the national tournament in Pennsylvania and also was a first-team All-State selection. She is committed to the Jamestown University girls hockey team for next fall. Congratulations, Kelsey. Dawson Worth was a tireless competitor this season for the Rushmore Thunder. He led the South Dakota Amateur Hockey League this season with 65 points, which included 35 goals and 30 assists. Worth also participated in the high school nationals with the Thunder, the Tier 2 nationals with Team South Dakota, and was a first-team All-State selection. Congratulations, Dawson. All right, we'll move right along to the Players of the Year in soccer. Will all the award nominees in soccer please stand up? All right, a lot of soccer players in the house. The Girls Soccer Player of the Year is Riley Haldeman of West Central High School. And the Boys Soccer Player of the Year is Zach Williams of Rapid City Stevens High School. Riley Haldeman put in the game-winning free kick to secure the Class A girls soccer state title for West Central, her second of 2 goals in the final game of her career. Haldeman scored 18 goals in her senior season, attempting 100 shots before the state championship game. West Central finished 13-1-1 and was the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A headed into the state tournament. Haldeman is committed to play women's soccer at the University of South Dakota. Congratulations, Riley. Zach Williams finished his career as Rapid City Stevens' all-time goals leader with 51, surpassing the mark by scoring 14 goals in his junior year. He led the Raiders to the Class 2A semifinals while attempting more than a quarter of Stevens' shots. In April, the then sophomore was selected to join the academy team of the Phoenix Rising Soccer Club. Congratulations, Zach. All right, now it's time to present the award for the Player of the Year in softball. Will all the award nominees in softball please stand? All right. And the softball Player of the Year is Emily Boyer from Harrisburg High School. Emily Boyer helped lead the Tigers to consecutive state titles in 2020 and 2021. Boyer broke the school record for wins in 2022, this season, picking up 19 in her senior year. She also set single season records for batting average, on-base percentage, home runs, runs batted in, and walks. She owns career records for batting average, on-base percentage, pitching wins, and pitching strikeouts. She's committed to play at West Texas A&M University. Congratulations, Emily. Next, we have awards for Tennis Player of the Year. Will all the award nominees in tennis please stand? The Girls Tennis Player of the Year is Avery Summers of Sioux Falls Jefferson High School. And the Boys Tennis Player of the Year is Gage Goal of Sioux Falls Lincoln High School. In just the first year in the history of Jefferson High School girls tennis, Avery Summers won the singles Class 2A title for the Cavaliers. It was the first state title for the school in any sport. Summers went 14-3 in her sophomore season for the Cavs. Tennis Recruiting Network ranks Summers as the number 1 player in South Dakota. Congratulations, Avery. Gage Goal missed part of the season with an injury, but returned to the court for Sioux Falls Lincoln before the state tournament and helped lead the Patriots to their 8th straight Class 2A state title. Goal was 18-0 on the year, winning the Class 2A state title in Flight 1 singles. Goal will play tennis at Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, Minnesota. Congratulations, Gage. Next, we have awards for track and field presented by USAF Special Warfare Recruiting. Will all the award nominees in track and field please stand? The Girls Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Gracelyn Lyseth of Hamlin High School. The Boys Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Simeon Birnbaum of Rapid City Stevens High School. Gracelyn Lyseth kept setting and resetting South Dakota shot put and discus records all season. She ended her season by breaking the South Dakota shot put record again with a throw of 52 feet, 6.75 inches. It was the first time a South Dakota girls competitor ever surpassed 50 feet in the shot put. And at a time when many track and field seasons were coming to an end, she was the #1 girls shot put thrower in the nation. Congratulations to Graceland. Simeon Birnbaum, fresh off a Class 2A cross-country state championship in the fall, started his record-breaking season in the spring by breaking South Dakota state record in the mile while running at the Arcadia Invitational in California with a time of 4 minutes, 6 seconds. Since then, he toppled record after record. He set meet records at both the Howard Wood Dakota Relays and the South Dakota State Track Meet. He broke a state record in the 3,200 meter race at the South Dakota Relays with a time of 8 minutes, 55 seconds. Congratulations to Simeon, who I don't think is with us tonight, but we'll give him a shout out. All right, next we have the awards for volleyball. Will everyone nominated for Volleyball Player of the Year please stand? The Girls Volleyball Player of the Year is Bergen Riley of O'Gorman High School. After a sophomore year where Riley captured nearly every award a South Dakota volleyball player could receive, Bergen Riley repeated those accomplishments in her junior season. The Max Preps Gatorade and Argus Leader Super 6 Player of the Year was named a member of the Team USA UAT national team in the summer of 2021, competing at the national championships in Mexico in the fall. She is committed to play volleyball at Nebraska. Congratulations, Bergen. Now it's time to present the award for the Player of the Year in wrestling. Will all the award nominees please stand? And the Girls Wrestler of the Year is Carly Lawback of Canton High School. The Boys Wrestler of the Year is Navarro Shunke of Brandon Valley High School. In the first season with a girls wrestling title up for grabs, Carly Lawback was among the most dominant wrestlers in all of South Dakota. She went 34-0, pinning all 34 of the grapplers she faced throughout her eventual Class B individual state championship season in the girls' 170-pound weight class. Congratulations, Carly. Navarro Shunke was perhaps the most dominant wrestler on a dominant Brandon Valley team that went on to win the Class A team title in both the individual competition and the duels competition. Shunke was ranked the number 18 wrestler in the country in the 285-pound weight class. Prior to the season, he was rated there prior to the season and then went on to have a perfect 48-0 year en route to an individual Class A state title in his weight class. Congratulations, Navarro. All right, that completes our first set of awards. Please join me one more time in congratulating all our outstanding players of the year. Let's get ready to bring out our guest.
It's the time you've all been waiting for. He made the most of his opportunity with the Dallas Cowboys last season, after being drafted in the 7th round of the 2021 NFL Draft out of Nebraska. The offensive lineman played in 12 games for the Cowboys, establishing himself as a consistent contributor heading into this season. Originally from Sioux Falls, Farniok starred at Washington High School. At Nebraska, he became a starter on the offensive line during his sophomore season and held on to that for 3 straight years, being named a team captain in each of his final 2 seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your moderator, Matt Zimmer, senior sports reporter for the Argus Leader, and help me give a big Sioux Falls welcome to Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman, Sioux Falls native, Matt Farniok.
Thanks for being here.
Of course. Oh, that was bright.
Those lights are bright, huh?
Yeah.
I'll get used to them. So, Matt Farniok, Dallas Cowboy. How does that sound?
It's pretty special. I mean, to have the chance and opportunity for it, it's incredible.
So it was almost exactly 6 years ago. We were here in Sioux Falls, not in this building, but here for the first Argus Leader South Dakota Sports Awards, and you were the first football player of the year. Got to meet Peyton Manning that night. What was that like?
It was cool. I mean, this is a really cool event, really cool award. It's awesome that we're able to honor so many great athletes, and being able to meet someone that I kind of looked up to and wanted to kind of learn from, just as the aspect of football. It was really cool.
So it's kind of cool now to be, when we talked the other day, you said full circle. You know, you got to be here accepting that award from him. Now you're the big shot, giving out the award.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. I mean, I'm back in my hometown, my home state, and like I said, I started in those seats, and now I get to be up here.
So how's life in the NFL?
It's really cool. I mean, it's tough. It's a demanding job, but I'm not trading it for anything. The opportunities that it's given me and the lessons that I've got to learn from it, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's great.
I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot. Were you a Cowboys fan before they drafted you?
I honestly, no, not at all. Not at all.
That's what I thought.
I was a Green Bay fan growing up, but
that's unfortunate.
Hey, it was either Minnesota or Green Bay, and
unfortunately, you probably made the right call.
Yeah, I mean, Coach McCarthy's now with the Cowboys,
there you go,
so it worked out. But yeah, no, I mean, obviously, as soon as they picked me, diehard Cowboys fan.
Well, whether you're a Cowboys fan or not, it's the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. You get to play at that stadium, and Jerry Jones is your boss, and just wearing that star. Everyone in the world recognizes the Dallas Cowboys star. I mean, you got to take a lot of pride in wearing the star.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I came from Nebraska, and it was a place with a ton of tradition, a bunch of really well-known names, and I really kind of went to a little bit bigger Nebraska. I mean, big names, all-stars, a tradition of being really good, a tradition of having some of the greatest ever linemen, and to have an opportunity to rep that star, to just be a Dallas Cowboy is unique in itself, and I take a huge amount of honor with it.
You obviously come from a football family. Your brother Tom played at Iowa State, Derek at Oklahoma, Will is now at Tulsa, and you obviously had a great career at Nebraska. Thinking back to your career in high school, and then even when you met Peyton Manning that night, at any point as all that's happening, did you think that a career in the NFL, that reaching the pinnacle you have, was a possibility?
I mean, it was always an end sight of my goal, but the way I saw it was I just wanted to take it one step at a time. I just wanted to continue to be the best that I could be at football, and I got to meet my brother's teammates. I got to watch my brothers do it. I got to meet Peyton Manning. I had an opportunity to see people go to the next level before I could, so I had the chance to learn from them. And I mean, learning from them, I was like, I want to do this. And so that was kind of what I put my mind to, and I kept working, looking forward and taking the next step, and next thing you know, I get to represent the star.
Talk a little bit about the influence your brothers had on you, because obviously, you're the third of the four. I mean, I'm sure Tom and Derek had a big influence on you, and probably even Will as being someone following in your footsteps. I
mean, they kind of showed me it was possible, especially my older two brothers. They kind of showed me, hey, through your hard work, you can do some really special things with it. And then they kept going a step farther, and honestly, I also wanted to beat them. So I just wanted to go as far as I could with it. And my brother, he was the captain, so I was like, I have to be a captain too. And then it's just kind of the healthy competition between us of we want to say we're the best. And so just learning that from them and kind of trying to push each other as far as we can was really the biggest lesson that we kind of take from each other.
You obviously had a lot of success in high school, but not just individually. Obviously, the team success was outstanding there. How do you feel like playing high school football, not just for Sioux Falls, Washington, but also against so many other good programs, the O'Gormans and Roosevelts and Lincolns, prepared you for Division I college football and where you are today?
It was a huge help. I mean, it was always a competition. It was always a fight. It may not have. I mean, obviously we did some really great things while I was there and while my brothers were there. But I mean, it was you had to fight every time. I still remember my senior year when Lincoln beat us bad. I mean, I put that in kind of a grain of salt where I wasn't going to let that happen again to me. I was going to do whatever I could to ensure that I didn't feel like I did there. And I mean, obviously at Nebraska, we took our licks and took our beatings, but I made sure to give it everything I had.
You're a Dallas Cowboy and you're still mad about a loss to Lincoln from 6 years ago.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I am.
What was it like then going on to Nebraska? You mentioned that maybe not the team success that you would have wanted to have, but geez, you're in the Big Ten playing in cathedrals every Saturday. That had to be an amazing experience.
Sorry. That was really cool. I mean, I got to play against some of the stars of the NFL now.
Yeah.
I got to go against Rashad Gary. I got to go against Chase Young. Some other guys, Winovich. I played in historic stadiums against historic teams. And it gave you the opportunity to fight and you got to see where you stand. And sometimes you get knocked down, but you got to get back up. That's the only option you have.
Obviously, you mentioned the influence your brothers had on you, but I know a lot of players, well, every player that plays at any sort of high level has coaches along the way that help them. Are there specific coaches that you think back that, think about the role they played in getting you to where you are today?
Yeah, there's a ton. Coach Hermanson, Folsom, and Statham, Fitzgerald, Stahlberg. There's a list of them. No one's really built by themselves. There's always been someone in your corner that's always been fighting for you, whether it's your coaches, your family, your friends. But there's always been someone in your corner that you may not even realize they're in your corner. But just that in and of itself is huge and is such a big help to propelling people and propelling me forward.
So after your college career is over, the NFL draft comes up. I remember a certain someone in the media wrote that, oh yeah, he might get a free agent look after the draft is over. Didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
What was it like? You were a 7th round pick by the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like that day? The nerve-wracking watching the draft on TV, waiting for your phone to ring, not knowing if it would. What was that experience like?
It was stressful. Because I wanted to hear my name called just because I wanted it. It was one of my goals. I wanted to achieve it. And as the day got on, the list got shorter. The opportunities of hearing my name called was shorter and shorter. And it is what it is. You got to kind of just sit there and wait. And lucky enough, in the 7th round, the Dallas Cowboys ended up calling me, and here, this is where we're at now.
I assume you were with your family when you got that call. What was that moment like?
It was honestly kind of funny, just because it took a minute for everyone to realize what was happening. Because we were like, wait, it's happening.
This is the call.
This is what we've been looking for, and it was kind of a minute of, wow, here it comes, and then then it was just a celebration from there of just extremely being happy about it.
So you get drafted, and now you got to go play in the NFL and be a rookie and probably get thrown to the wolves a little bit. What was it like your first year in the league?
It was a different type of challenge. Obviously the players are extremely well. Everyone's bigger, stronger, and faster. But really, the mental aspect was probably the hardest part of it. Is you've got to truly understand the game, understand what the goal of the play is, what the defense is trying to do, and it really kind of tests how much you truly love football. And
because it's your job now.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore. It's not for fun, and but that test is part of the reason I love it. Is that competition? It never ends, no matter what. Any given Sunday, it doesn't matter if you're the better team all week, but except for Sunday, and that's kind of why I love that sport. Is the better team is going to win, whether you want to say however you want to put it. The best team won that day.
Yeah. So what kind of goals do you have now for yourself as an NFL player for your career?
Right now, I just want to do everything I can to help the Cowboys continue to win and get to where we want to be. And the way I do that is I got to keep moving forward. And that's what's great about that staff, is that's how they see it too, is they don't want anyone to be stagnant. They want everyone to continue to grow, whether you're going into year 2, a rookie that just got drafted, or you're a 10-year vet. They want people that want to move forward and that just want to win.
So, we've all heard the statistics about how hard it is to get to where you've gotten to, how few people get that opportunity. But you're in a room here with a lot of other kids who, like we said, were in your shoes at one time, who are going to go on to play college sports, who might have those opportunities. What advice would you give them as far as what makes the difference? How do you take that extra step to become a professional athlete?
You just got to continue to work. You got to hone your craft, and it's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. There's been plenty of examples of people that, maybe they weren't exactly the most talented, but they found a way to be the most technical, the most sound. They understood the assignments. They knew what they were doing. And they honestly just outworked a bunch of people that were better than them. And that's kind of how you got to see it no matter what. In this room, it's a bunch of great athletes and great talents. But you got to make sure you keep that edge and keep that competitive nature in you you want to be the best that you can be. And to do that, you have to continue to test yourself and push yourself in any given way you can.
Having said all that, what do you like to do when you're not playing football?
I've picked up fishing and shooting a little bit more, and really that. And then I'm trying to get into cooking a little bit, but I've found a way to burn myself about every time. So,
are they trying to put weight on you or take it off?
I'm in the good spot of just trying to maintain where I'm at. So
nice.
So I get a little leeway if I want to have a bad day or not.
Lucky you, yeah. I'm sure you had this moment. Almost every guy, I think, these days who makes it to the NFL does. First time you saw yourself on Madden, what was that like?
I laughed. I gave my little brother the copy because he ended up playing it more than me, and I think he told me I was like a 50 overall.
I was going to say, were you mad about the ratings? Like, what the hell? Come on.
I was like, it's fair. It's fair. I'm still in the game, so I'm happy about that.
You can go in and edit it and change it.
Exactly. I can put the speed to 99.
Yeah. Turn yourself into a running back if you want to, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Before we go, we're going to take some questions from the audience. I can't see them because it's really bright. There we go. But if you want to say your name, tell us where you're from, and question for Matt.
My name is Carmen, and I'm from Brandon. How has your approach changed going from high school to college and ultimately to the NFL?
It got more focused, I'd say. As I was going to college, I kind of had a general idea, of what I needed to do, and then I, through the older athletes and that, they kind of showed me how to do it, and then really the same thing to the NFL. The veteran guys, they kind of honed in. It was the littler details that mattered. It wasn't so much the grand scheme of thing. It was now for me, it was the footwork, where I'm like my hand placement on punches, the understanding of what's going on. It was the little details that you really wouldn't think about, but now you have to, because that's the difference of winning and losing.
Thank you. I'm Shayna, and I'm also from Brandon. My question is, what was your favorite subject in high school?
Gym.
You can't say gym. Nope. Can't say gym.
Favorite subject, probably history then, if you're not going to count the fun one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Gianna. I'm from Pierre. And what song is on your pre-game playlist?
Oh.
We're all going to judge you on this one.
See that? What is it? Honestly, I don't even know. I just put a shuffle on. I just do like a hard rock shuffle and just kind of just let it play. I don't really have a song that I go to.
Thank you. I'm Sierra from Pierre. How do you stay motivated
I know I'm not where I want to be, and so I want to continue to take those steps to be where I want to be. Now, obviously, there's some days where it stinks. There's some days where it's just like, here we go again. It's the same thing over and over. But But I know it's steps to where I want to be, and that's kind of what keeps me going to continue to be further. Because I don't want to be the same person I was yesterday or the guy I am today. Every day I want to be a little bit farther along, and even if that's 0.5%, that's still better than who I was yesterday.
Think we got time for one more?
I'm Pierce from Miller. Do you have a pregame ritual?
My pregame ritual is really my only one would be I take a lap around every field. I just walk a lap. Kind of don't really listen to anything. I just kind of I take a lap. I look at the stands. I just get a moment to just kind of envision and see it and kind of remind myself I'm here for a reason, and it's prove it. And that's really my main ritual.
Thanks for your questions. Give them a hand. Well, we're about out of time, but before we let you go, and we've talked about this a little bit as we've been sitting here, but if you had one message, that you wanted these kids to take with them, that they can take with them for wherever their careers take them from here, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to fail. That leap of faith, that risk is, it's scary and it's kind of a big part of the unknown, but that's the only way that you'll get to the other side and kind of move forward and achieve the greatness that you can achieve and that you're going to achieve when you're willing to fail. Sometimes you're going to fall flat on your face, but you got to get back up and keep moving. You got to learn from it and then try again.
Very well said. Matt, thanks so much for doing this, and I never thought I'd say this, but go Cowboys. Matt Farniak.
Awesome.
Thanks, Matt. You go that way, I'll go this way.
All right.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward.
Please welcome back to the stage Ryan O'Leary.
No. Just keep it going for Matt. Nicest guy in the world, right? Isn't he awesome? All right, we've reached that point where we're at the top awards of the night, so let's do this. Our first premier award is the I Am Sport Award. It's presented by Reliabank. To help present this award, please welcome to the stage Marketing Director for Reliabank, Reed Johnson.
Thanks, Ryan. The I Am Sport Award is given to a student athlete who has used qualities often learned through sports to help others. Recognizing that good sportsmanship extends well beyond the competition, they've used their story, connections, leadership, and their experience in teamwork to make an impact in their communities and also to others. The 2022 I Am Award recipient, sponsored by Reliabank, is Isaiah Mulder of Sioux Falls Christian. Isaiah Mulder had to endure numerous health challenges to be a part of the South Dakota athletic community. When he was just 4 years old, he was diagnosed with a severe aplastic anemia. Over the course of the next 2 years, he went back and forth between the Sanford Oncology and Hematology Clinic and the Fairview Hospital in Minneapolis for immune suppression therapy. Isaiah received a bone marrow transplant, which required him to spend 100 days in Minnesota. However, after that, he was then again diagnosed with a rare genetic heart condition that forced him to give up intense sports. But that didn't stop him from being on the field in one way or another. As he and his doctors learned more about his condition, Isaiah gradually increased his activity and worked himself up to be a contributor on the Sioux Falls Christian track and field team, a starter in baseball, a 2-year letter winner in golf, and was also a part of the Chargers' 2021 Class A state basketball championship team. He has accomplished all of this and still found a way to give back to his community. He helped lead a week-long summer youth camp on the Navajo Reservation the past 2 summers and has provided assistance to students who had fallen behind in school during COVID-related distance learning.
Hi there, my name is Isaiah Mulder. I just want to say how incredibly grateful and humbled I am to be nominated for this award, let alone to receive it. I am disappointed that I can't be there in person to accept it. However, I just wanted to give a big thank you to the committee as well as all of you who are there tonight.
We're sorry Isaiah couldn't be here tonight. He's a great kid, but accepting the award on his behalf is Isaiah's teammate, Tyson Rietsma. Let's give one more round of applause for this year's I Am Sport Award to Isaiah Mulder of Sioux Falls Christian.
All right, up next, it's my honor to award the Coach of the Year, given to the coach who has shown tremendous leadership and commitment to excellence through success in their sport, but also through their incredible impact on the lives of their student athletes. Will all the coaches in the room, whether you're nominated or not, please stand and be recognized. Your Coach of the Year finalists are Mitch Begeman of Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School, my bad, way off, Molly Mason of Vibor Hurley High School, and Brandon White of Harrison High School, Harrisburg High School. See if I can get this part right. And the 2022 Coach of the Year goes to Mitch Begeman from Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School. Mitch Begeman's Roosevelt team had lofty expectations headed into the 2021-22 season, coming off a state championship, but the Rough Riders exceeded them en route to a second straight Class 2A title. Roosevelt defeated O'Gorman 54-52 in the Class 2A state title game to cap off a 24-0 season, pulling off a rare undefeated season in Class 2A boys basketball. Congratulations, Coach. Now, after recognizing greatness in coaching, it makes sense to highlight athletes who came together under their guidance to perform at a level above the competition. In that spirit, it's my honor to present the award for the best team of the year, and we'll start with the girls' team of the year. The finalists are the O'Gorman High School basketball team, the Sioux Falls Christian High School volleyball team, and the West Central High School soccer team. And the girls' team of the year is the Sioux Falls Christian High School volleyball team. Sioux Falls Christian played teams from all 3 of South Dakota's volleyball classes this season, and the Chargers beat every single one of them. They went 34-4 on the season. Sioux Falls Christian took its only losses to out-of-state teams. They lost just 12 sets throughout the entire regular season, losing just 4 to South Dakota teams. In the state tournament, the Chargers won every match in 3 sets en route to its 11th Class A volleyball title in the last 15 years. Let's give a big round of applause for the girls' team of the year, the volleyball team from Sioux Falls Christian High. All right, now let's move on to the award for the boys' team of the year. The finalists are the Brandon Valley High School wrestling team, the Harrisburg High School football team, and the Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School basketball team. And the boys' team of the year is the Harrisburg High School football team. Harrisburg looked like a state championship team from the very first snap of the season. The Tigers were loaded with talent on both sides of the ball, beating teams with offense at first and then becoming perhaps the 11-3A's best defense at the season's end. In a rematch of the 2020 Class 11-3A title game, the Tigers picked up a resounding 27-0 win to cap off a perfect season. Give it up for your 2022 Boys Team of the Year, the Harrisburg High School football team. And now it's my pleasure to honor greatness and strength that transcends sport with the 2022 Courage Award presented by First Premier Bank. To help present this very special award, I'd like to welcome to the stage Scott Carbonneau, Vice President, Integrated Marketing Manager for First Premier Bank.
Thanks, Ryan. It's a sincere pleasure to be here this evening. The talented athletes in this room have worked exceptionally hard to get to where they are today, and I commend each and every one of you for achieving the highest level of success. Well done. Success and courage go hand in hand. On behalf of First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, I am honored to recognize an amazing student, athlete, and courageous young lady. Our 2020 Courage Award recipient is Maggie Schaefer of Yankton High School. Maggie has an incredible story of courage. What started as a normal weekend during her junior year became a life-changing event when ongoing stomach pains were diagnosed as severe ulcerative colitis. What followed were several hospital stays, surgeries, and even blood transfusions. That August day in Brookings changed the course of her life and ultimately her tennis game. But she never gave up and she refused to let it beat her.
I was diagnosed in August of 2020. And I lost about 20 pounds. So it was really tough to keep playing tennis with all that weight and muscle mass gone.
60 days from diagnosis to surgery. None of us
quick.
had expected that. So it was lots of emotions and far away from home. We were learning about the disease too at the same time. I mean, it wasn't like she had ulcerative colitis for 3-4 years and then it got worse. This was just months. We were trying to absorb it in.
We got a feeding tube in because I wasn't getting any nutrients. I didn't eat for probably a week while I was there. I had my colon removed, and in place I had a stoma, which is basically my small intestine was shrunk through my stomach.
Well, we got the Mayo and the doctors could make.
I know. Well, Dad, they were scared. I think they were probably more scared than I was because I was like the one kind of going through it, so I just had to see the next end, but they just had to sit through it all. I think it was probably tougher
as a parent's perspective. And then eventually we got to go home, which was really nice. And then it was even nicer because when we got there, my parents planned a whole surprise parade with one of their friends. So all my friends at school and all the whole tennis team, they all lined up along the sidewalk and they drove back and they all had signs and stuff. So that was really nice. My game for tennis before surgery was I could outplay the player because I had a longer endurance. I didn't have that anymore, so I had to kind of change my game a little bit. I switched to more trying to hit placement shots so I could set up a winner and finish it rather than waiting for them to mess up. I kind of I was the aggressor and tried to finish the point sooner.
I think right away we thought they might, again, can she do it? Is she going to be able to play? Is her mobility going to be the same? But I think after, 2-3 games, she really showed us she was playing just as well.
I kind of felt like an underdog going back into it. And so I didn't really have anything to prove except that I came back.
I would say stubborn, go-getter, doesn't quit. It's the way she is with everything.
Yeah, stubborn's a good word.
Yep. Yep. If someone's going to tell her she can't do it, she's going to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a big round of applause to our 2022 Courage Award recipient, Maggie Schaefer.
What's up, everybody? Rob Gronkowski here, and I want to give all of the student athletes a major shout out for having a great year and earning this special honor. I'm here to help celebrate you, your accomplishments, and your wins. You are all winners in my book, and I know about winning. Just keep putting in that work towards achieving your goals in both sports and life, because the sky's the limit. But you are the only one who can make it happen. These winners are a true testament of that. Here are your Athletes of the Year.
It's always great to hear from Gronk, right? I'm a Patriots fan, so it's great. But yeah, big shout out to Rob for setting that special shout out. Be sure to tune in to the USA Today National High School Sports Awards show on July 31st, hosted by Gronk and Vernon Davis. It'll be one you don't want to miss. But now it's time for our biggest awards of the night, the Boys and Girls Athlete of the Year, presented by Avera Orthopedics. So on behalf of Avera Orthopedics, it's my honor to present the Girls Athlete of the Year. The finalists are Riley Haldeman, West Central High School, Aaliyah Hardy, O'Gorman High School, and Jada McNabb, Rapid City Stevens High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Girls 2022 Athlete of the Year, the amazing Aaliyah Hardy of O'Gorman High School. Aaliyah Hardy has been setting top South Dakota times in both the fall and spring for several years now, and in her final athletic season, she established herself as perhaps the best girls distance runner in the history of the state. She started the year by winning the Class 2A cross country championship, posting a time of 17 minutes, 31 seconds in the 5K race, which was 10 seconds faster than the next fastest runner. The final month of her career included South Dakota state meet records in the 800, 1600, and 3200 meter runs, a Howard Wood Dakota Relays record in the 1600 meter run, and a state record run of 10 minutes, 10 seconds in the 3200 meter race, which is 9 seconds faster than the previous record. Congratulations, Aaliyah, once again. All right, our final award of tonight is our 2022 Boys Athlete of the Year, and the finalists are David Alpers, O'Gorman High School, Kaylin Gary, DeSmet High School, and Sam Rolfs of Aberdeen Central High School. And ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Boys Athlete of the Year, just Kaylin Gary of DeSmet High School. As a competitor in football, basketball, and track and field, Kaylin Gary excelled in all areas of athletics and throughout all 3 seasons. Committed to South Dakota State to play basketball, Gary started his senior season, establishing himself as perhaps the most dynamic athlete in all of South Dakota football. Notching a touchdown catch that landed him on SportsCenter's top 10 in the very first game of the season. He dominated in basketball, winning basically every accolade you could, and then he qualified for the 100-meter dash at the state track and field meet in the spring. That's why Kaylin was named Male Athlete of the Year. I'm not sure he's here tonight, but let's let him hear it wherever he is. Congratulations to Kaylin.
And once again, please welcome back Marilyn Birkland.
Thank you, athletes, parents, coaches, and community supporters for celebrating with us tonight. Before we leave, it's time to announce our social media winner. Let's get our guest, Matt Farniak, back out here one more time. And the social media winner is Pierce Bomberger. Can you come join us upstage?
I can't see.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
Like, where? Oh.
Yeah, he'll show up over here.
All right.
Probably, I would guess. And don't forget, all award winners, please make your way back to the stage for a group photo right after the show. And again, a huge thank you to our partner sponsor, Avera Orthopedics. And we couldn't do this without our supporting sponsors, First Premier Bank, Midco Sports, Relia Bank, Shields, and the USAF Special Warfare Recruiting. A special thanks to the staff at the Argus Leader, and another big thank you to our special guest tonight, the one and only Matt Farniak. Remember, you can check out photos from tonight's show at argusleader.com. Seniors, good luck. Underclassmen, we hope to see you here again next year. Good night, and thank you again for attending the South Dakota High School Sports Award.
Attention, award recipients. Please make your way to the stage for a group photo. Again, if you won an award this evening, please go to the stage for a group photo.